To troubleshoot AWS Amplify Cognito integration, start by understanding the basics of AWS Cognito and Amplify. AWS Cognito is a user identity and access management service, while Amplify is a development platform that helps you build scalable mobile and web applications. The integration of these two services enables you to authenticate and authorize users in your application. First, ensure that you have set up an AWS Cognito user pool and identity pool in the AWS Management Console. The user pool is used for user registration and authentication, while the identity pool is used for accessing AWS services. Next, configure the Amplify CLI by running the command amplify init and amplify add auth to set up authentication in your project. Then, push the changes to the cloud by running amplify push. If you encounter issues during the setup process, check the AWS Cognito dashboard for any error messages or warnings. Verify that the user pool and identity pool are correctly configured and that the Amplify CLI is properly set up. When troubleshooting authentication issues, check the authentication flow in your application. Ensure that the user is being redirected to the AWS Cognito hosted UI for authentication and that the authentication tokens are being correctly stored and refreshed. To debug issues with the authentication flow, use the browser developer tools to inspect the network requests and responses. Check the request and response headers, as well as the request and response bodies, for any error messages or clues about what may be going wrong. Additionally, check the AWS CloudWatch logs for any error messages related to AWS Cognito or Amplify. These logs can provide valuable information about what is happening behind the scenes and can help you identify the root cause of the issue. By following these steps and best practices, you should be able to successfully troubleshoot AWS Amplify Cognito integration issues and get your application up and running with authentication and authorization. Remember to always verify the configuration of your AWS Cognito user pool and identity pool, as well as the setup of the Amplify CLI, and use the available debugging tools to identify and fix any issues that arise.